6 rings like a Mike. I've got a no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king.
Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more.
She's a lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Ooh, it's trouble in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna. The 2023 Madonna. I mean, your honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana.
Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more.
She's a lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Cause nobody really cares. Cause nobody really cares. Cause nobody really cares.
Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares.
I'm downstairs. You mean? Girl. I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, be waiting, confused like what happened. How you get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, pick up traffic. What the is you doing? We gotta dip, 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 dip.
Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. Washington Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. They're hot as can be, winners of 8 of their last 9 games.
I don't know if you'd call this start a surprise exactly, but they've proven that they're going to be able to stand toe-to-toe with anybody.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, their long winning streak finally came to an end last week. A disappointing game for them, but still a heck of a run.
Indeed it was. What a great job by them putting together a streak. Now let's see how they rebound after a defeat.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. As we get set to watch Josh Rosen command this offense, the number 10 pick in the 2018 draft.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling.
Rosen off the play action. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Rosen. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. Third and long here for Rosen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. .43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Man, we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now it's Rosen looking. Complete. Smith has it. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Rosen looking to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
Rosen's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Rosen. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 39. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They go back to the ground with Sanders. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Rosen. And this will be incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Rosen to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Juju Smith-Schuster. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Out comes the Washington offense as we get a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
Plays like that, when you see the athleticism of a guy over 300 pounds, you forget that they can do that. They're so athletic.
Yeah, and I love how it all came together. He won the leverage battle at the line of scrimmage. Then he won the battle with his hands to shed the blocker. And how about the agility to get into the backfield and run him down?
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Okay, ready?
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Looking to throw. Rich. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Jonathan Allen, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it's Rosen. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and forever.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. Rosen will throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And oh, he spins past him and into space. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Washington offense set to take over again. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start this drive out on the ground. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play, and I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams, because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first, and it'll bring up 3rd down now. Back to throw. Rich. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Yannick Ngakoue. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Man open left side is Brown. That'll give them 8 that time. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. To throw is Rosen. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Off play action. Rich. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Rich. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown. Complete. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. 7-7, our score after 1. Throwing on 1st down. Rich. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rich dancing to his left. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Brandon, there was more on his mind there than just getting to the 1st down marker. Saw an opportunity to get a big play and was going to let the defense do a lot to stop him from getting there.
They'll give it here to Brown. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Rich eluding the pressure right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They'll try and run it in with Brown. And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have taken the lead. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. Oh, now it's stripped. He loses the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
A nice run on 1st down gets him 6 yards to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Rosen. Over the middle to Smith. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Play action here with Rosen. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Give him 32 on the play.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league. Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll set up to throw. Left side here to Sanders. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Down 2 scores already. I don't think these guys would be too enthralled with the notion of settling for 3 here. Very nice job of execution on 3rd down. Able to keep the drive moving. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are back within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy. Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again? I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep. To throw on 2nd down. Rich looking middle, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Rich over the middle, it's Thomas. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Rich steps away to his left, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Running right, here's Brown. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rich. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Rich. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. But they also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Point after try forthcoming. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. It's complete to Brown, right side. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. And an Eagle first down.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Seemed like they picked an excellent time to blitz there. Well executed.
It certainly was. And I remember what he told you before the game. He said, if my blockers just get me to the 2nd level, I can do some damage. Instead, on that play, he got leveled.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now back to throw. He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
This is Smith with a grab. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Rosen's throw complete there to Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Complete to Hudson. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on 1st down. Drops it off in the flat to Jennings. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. And this is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Rosen to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll look to throw again. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jonathan Allen. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
You doing okay over there, partner? Because actually had another sack in this game that you just had to call. We're not even at halftime yet. No wonder this team has the lead. What an effort by the defense right from the word go. The adjustments at halftime, they're going to have to be big or this could really get ugly in the second half.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rosen. And he's going to go down again. Chase Young in there to get him, and with it, time will expire here in this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Saints who are out in front. A touchdown there for Alvin Kamara. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Davis Mills, the Stanford man, with 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. Trey Lance with a couple of touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Throwing to start the drive. Rich throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Looking to throw. Rich. This to McLaurin out on the left side. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down. Operating from the gun. Rich. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. On third down, Rich, a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. After the interception, here's Rosen. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From just shy of midfield, Rosen. And that's incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and it's third and short.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Jennings. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
When teams have a tough time running the ball as this one has throughout this game, it's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. That's caught out right by Jennings. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Looking to throw again on second down. Rosen, quick slant to Brown. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. This is Jennings. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, Rosen. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Here's Rosen. Buying time to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chase Young getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. To throw on second down, Rich. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
To throw on third down, Rich. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 14, first down Commanders.
3rd and long as a defender, all you want to do is guard the first down line. Make sure that everything stays in front and run up there and make the tackle. They did everything exactly right except making the tackle the running back, and he ends up finding a way to pick up a first down. Brandon, that play just should not happen.
On first down, Rich. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Now a give, left side, Brown with it. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what it is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in?
Throwing on first down. Rich. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Back to throw. Rich. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. They'll look to throw on third and goal.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
From 4 yards out, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Point after here coming up. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
They'll go option to the short side. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And now it's Rosen looking. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the Washington offense going back to work.
And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Rich. To the right side and complete to Thomas.
And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good